Just joined. Okay, I've got 2. Acha, everyone, there's one more thing. On 11th, we are conducting a specific marathon as well. Okay. So I've got a few. Chali, then what I'll do is I'll keep both of these things, concepts plus MCQs, so that you get to know what kind of MCQs can come. And plus, everyone, there's one more thing I wanted to discuss. Along with this, I'll be conducting a marathon on this 11th. Along with this marathon, I'll be providing you the the MCQs that I've already compiled. So I'll be sharing all the compiled MCQs plus these MCQs with you. Okay? Whatever I'll be sharing in the marathon, I'll share it with this batch as well. The complete MCQs list there, and any other specific questions that I'll be taking out now, I'll be sharing it with you. Okay? Chaliye, let me discuss the portion there. When we talk about the area of accounting, when we try to introduce accounting has been defined under. So yes, the questions would be provided in the form of downloadable PDFs only. I'll try to provide maximum questions in that way. A few of them would be shared in the form of the PDF, which would be there in the website itself. You will be able to download it, but you will be able to see it only in the course. But regarding marathons and any other questions, I'll try to provide it in the form of PDF, so that you can actually take a printout if you want. As soon as the particular events would be conducted, now ma'am, I'll share those things accordingly. Ankush sir, what I can say is you need to work a little harder, because AFM is not an easy subject. It's a practical subject. If you have done any of the accounting portions earlier, then it becomes easy. Otherwise, you will have to really work hard this week. Okay. So let's begin, everyone. Shall we? So let me just give you my introduction. My name is Niharika Valia Bhatnagar, and I'll be taking up your specific classes regarding the area of AFM. In AFM, currently, I think I will be having the classes in the morning, in the evening only, between 7 to 10. I'll be giving you a break in between, so that we all can have the dinner time, and then we'll be continuing with the classes. Okay, 10-15 minutes break, because I personally feel after 1.5 hour now, everybody has a threshold limit to understand things. Then we'll come back and continue further. That's the plan that we'll be looking forward to. Along with this, during the period when you'll be having your marathons for PPB, along with the marathons for AFM, just to avoid the clashes there, what you can do is I'll be keeping the classes of my revision batch in the afternoon for you during those days. Okay? So you can attend it accordingly during that particular time. I'll set a time and I'll be letting you know. Tomorrow we'll be meeting at 7 p.m. Tomorrow and on Tuesday, I'll be meeting you at 7 p.m. Rest for every single day, we'll be having a word, and we will be deciding it in advance at what point of time what classes would be taken up. Chaliye, let's begin then, everyone. First of all, who started with accounting? Accounting was given by Luca Bartolomeo de Piccioli. In our books, it is. Sima, I'm not able to hear anything. Anybody else having any problems related to the audio? Lakshmi ma'am, no problem. Anybody else from the previous batches joined? Jaya ma'am, Janan ma'am, anybody else? Jitendra sir, I think it is available to all of you there. Chaliye. Seema ma'am, let me. Thank you. चलिए. Okay, when we talk about the father of accounting, accounting was given by Luca Bartolomeo de Piccioli. The name is also written in our book as well. In our book, they have also stated about Greeks as well. They see in the entire world, people started with once you start making money, when the money was introduced in the market, everybody wanted to note down how they are spending, what they are spending, and where they are spending. Those specific questions will definitely be boggling the entire world. So what did they do? They started noting down things. In the 14th century, actually in 1494, this particular person invented the technique, that is 1494 AD. He gave a particular technique which he called the double entry bookkeeping. Acha, everyone, what do you mean by double entry bookkeeping? Akshata ma'am, Lakshmi ma'am, Shraddha ma'am. Any ideas? What do you mean by the specific term double entry? Correct. Recording the things at both sides. This particular person was very smart. According to Luca Bartolomeo Piccioli, it was similar to the area of LHS and RHS. Right hand side is equal to left hand side. He defined the things this way. So, for this particular purpose, he defined that if we are talking things from two aspects, left hand side and right hand side, how do we deal with it? Uh, Still not able to listen. Okay. Now, according to him, they wanted to talk. See, everyone, if I put some money in my pocket only, then I can spend it, na? Isn't it? If I don't put 10 rupees in my pocket, then I don't have money to spend at all. But if I put 10, what is the maximum amount I can spend? It is 10. Can I do this that I have 10, I spend 12? For that, I'll have to borrow 2 rupees, put it in my pocket, then sell it for 12. So, according to this definition, accounting is the area of recording, classifying, summarizing. We are recording things, we are classifying things, as well as summarizing. We are doing it in such a way that we are going to record each and everything that is happening. We classify things into different areas, and then we summarize it all together. That means individually what happened. We are going to talk about it. Acha, when we talk about the area of LHS and RHS, na, that the two terms which he used was debit, called DR, and credit, called CR. Okay? This is the particular term which he has used in the area of accounting. So when we talk about accounting today, accounting is whatever is happening, you note it down. Pata hai we made a sales, pata hai we made a purchase, pata hai this happened, pata hai that happened. Whatever is happening in the business, but especially always remember it should be in money. I cannot write that pata hai today now one of the customers was very rude. No. In books of accounts, I'll be writing I sold something today. I purchased something today. I paid this amount. I received this amount. That is what I'll be writing. And that too of financial character. Why do we say financial character? Financial means it must be in terms of money and it must relate to my business. In this area, how do they work? If I talk about the particular area of working now, let me just show you. For the first thing, then we talk about the accounting cycle. This is the cycle which they strongly follow when it comes to recording things. First of all, they say Identify whether the transaction relates to business. I said, Pata hai, I purchased something. You'd be like, what did you purchase, ma'am? I said, I purchased goods. You said, okay. Then you said, ma'am, what was the price? I said, it was 10,000. That means, first of all, you identified whether it belonged to the business or not. If I tell you that, Nani, I bought groceries for my house, then you will be like, Mom, this is irrelevant. We are talking about business. Why are you telling me that we are what we are having in terms of our household? So in this case, the second point is measurement in terms of money. Right? Done everyone? Second is to measure. What would be the third one then? Done everyone? Once you measure it, what happens next? After measuring it, if you decided that this belongs to business, you and I will determine and we will record it. Say 20,000 rupees. After we recorded it, we'll classify whether it was expense, whether it was an income. Acha everyone, purchase of goods is an income or an expense? It's an expense. So we recorded this expense and classified it. And then, acha everyone, in an year, if I'm a good business, then obviously my purchases will not stop here. I'll keep on purchasing a lot of goods. By the end of the year, I will note down whatever I made in cash, what I made in credit. Matlab, the people will be paying up. I'll be paying them a little later. The person to whom I have to give money after I've bought goods. Remember, goods are something that I'm selling. If I'm a stationery shop, then I buy goods to sell. That is my goods. Okay, na? So the person to whom I have to pay back, it's called creditor. I'll be making the payment back to them. Then we will record the books of accounts. Then we will classify it in the form of ledgers. Then summarize, and after this, once we summarize it, then we will analyze. Acha, the expense was a little over the budget. Maybe it wasn't. Let's look at it into the deeper way. Then we will interpret this happened during this year. And ultimately, when the leader of the organization, the boss, anybody else asks me, what happened, ma'am? Then I will communicate, sir, this happened, that happened. This particular scenario is called the entire accounting cycle. Done, everyone? Done? Chali. Thank you so much. Now, how to learn this? This was a little difficult to learn, so I made an acronym for this. I am Ram Charan Singh, Assistant Income Tax Commissioner. I for identification, M for measurement, R for recording, C for classifying. I am Ram Charan. This is basically recording, then classifying, and then summarizing. Then this is A, assistant. Assistant is analyzing. I for interpretation, and C for communication. If you remember the basic terms, then things become easier for you. So this is actually I am Ram Charan Singh, Assistant Income Tax Commissioner. Look at it again. I for identification, M for measurement, R for recording, C for classifying, S for summarizing, A for analyzing, I for interpreting. The class itself. It will save a lot of time for you. Good evening, Ashwin sir. How's the studying going on? How did the exam go? $44, sir. Then you will have to score good marks on other examinations. This examination isn't cleared if anybody scores 44. You have to be above 45 and all the other examinations above 50 and the total aggregate to be correct so that you can clear the examination. But below 45, that means you'll have to give the exam again. Done? After this, the accounting cycle and all, this represents accounting as the format or characteristic of accounting is this only. It's an art, it's something that we record, we classify, we summarize, and then we interpret. Everybody, I have to tell the income tax department I'm a bank. Then I have to let the banking regulation act that Acha, I am following you. I have to tell the RBI that I'm following you. I have to tell income tax department I'm following you. I have to tell the GST department that I am following you. They have to follow so many people and tell them that nahi, I am following your books of accounts and everything that you want. And that is visible only through our books of accounts. है ना? Next point. It maintains the records. It is basically something that ascertains the P&L. Acha, everyone, two things. The financial statements are of two types. One is called P&L account. Trading in P&L it is actually. Anybody who has earlier studied, then you will be able to understand what is trading in P&L. For the people who have just joined, just understand it as something that is about profit and loss. If you sold something, you make profit. If you sold it at a lower price and you made a loss, you'll be talking about the profit or loss. And then you prepare a balance sheet. What do you mean by a balance sheet? The balance sheet talks about the maintenance of the accounts. ठीक है ना? How do we maintain our books of accounts? So, if someone asks, what is your net worth? What do you have in your business? How will you prove it? You'll say, "Ki, Arey, I have plant and machinery. Arey, I have cash. I have bank balance." What are you talking about? That is a part of balance sheet. है ना? Balance sheet talks about what do you have in business. Then it talks about the financial position. But when we talk about the area of uh, profit and loss, it tells about what did you do in the entire time. That means it talks about the performance of the organization. Okay. Then it also helps us in providing the information to the interested parties. I told you about there are so many interested parties. You know? Then comes the next point. Everyone among the following which shows the correct process. Go ahead and answer. Identifying, recording, and then communicating. Correct. The answer is D. The branches of accounting. Yeah, there was only one wrong answer. Thank you for correcting. Chaliye. There are different branches of accounting. First is stewardship. But during the period when there were landlords and all, na, do you know there was a particular time period when landlords used to have good acres of land? Accounting in our country was really never recognized, at least at the international level. According to the international level, this is where in Europe that people used to have a lot of land, and then they used to ask a particular person whom they used to call steward. He used to take care of the particular working there for the land and buildings and all the things. The good number of acres of land. How do they recover money for that particular area? Then so he used to maintain the books of accounts. So that is where the accounting started. The historic form of accounting was stewardship accounting, the accounting which was done by steward. Then came the next form of accounting, which is financial accounting, which we study today. Matlab, if I ask you that what is the profit and loss that the organization made, your bank made profit this year or bank faced a loss this year, that will all be covered here. Done? Then came the cost accounting. When manufacturing started happening a lot, then in the area of manufacturing, they wanted to know what was the exact cost of the things. So they started using cost accounting. Then came the management accounting. The management accounting is the form of accounting under which you don't study the अमित सर बाइलिंगुअल बैच भी 5 बजे से ही शुरू है. चलिए. Then management accounting is required by the managers in what way they are working. है ना? Then sir, currently I don't know whether it should be started because I came to know about the timing yesterday only. एक बार मैं पता करके बता दूंगी आपको थोड़ी देर में अगर स्टार्ट नहीं होता. ठीक है. I'm sorry everyone. Then comes the taxation accounting. This is required in GST. This is required in multiple areas. GST, income tax, all these areas they talk about taxation. So they follow the taxation system. Then comes the social responsibility accounting. This accounting is used to note down what kind of information do you have. That is CSR. Then they use national resource accounting. This particular accounting is to find out what kind of resources are available in the particular country. Then that means forest cover, mineral, then ores, coal, all those areas. Na? Then inflation accountant talks about increase in price. Then comes HRM or human resource accounting. How much important the human resources are for us. That helps us to find it out. Done? Any doubts still here, everyone? Which portion, sir? Which portion, sir? Can you please let me know? After social responsibility, the next was national resource accounting. That talks about the resources that the organization has. Okay? Whatever resources they might be having. That means the forest cover, mineral ores, and all. And then we have the inflation accounting. Inflation accounting talks about the inflation that is happening. Inflation means rise in price of the things. Na? Then comes human resource accounting. Human resource accounting talks about the humans who are working in the organization. What's their value? If I am giving a lot of hard work towards the organization, what is it the organization is paying me? Or what is my worth in the organization? Done? Done, sir? Chali. After this, what next comes up? In terms of accounting, and they follow certain rules. The rules are set up like this, okay? When we talk about these, there are certain stages. First of all, you record the things on the routine basis, and then you summarize them so that the seniors can understand. Okay? So this is the particular way of noting it down, because ultimately the people who have to understand it are the seniors, but they don't want to note down what is happening every single day. No? Done. Then comes the area of, in accounting now they have two methods. One is called single entry, one is called double entry. This method is not in use now because this was just noting down at one point of time. Everybody, if I bought a phone, what are the two things that are happening around me? If I buy a phone, then there are two things that are happening. One is I am getting a phone. You know, I am getting a phone and I'm losing cash as well. So in this case, can we say that I need to note down both of these elements? Double entry bookkeeping says whatever comes into your account, note it down. Whatever goes out, note it down. But single entry was something which said, Acha, everything which is in cash now, note it down. If it's not, then it's not worth it. That's the particular way they note it down. Done, everyone? This is a more traditional and conventional method. Double entry is followed in the world today, entire world rather. In terms of accounting basics, they have cash, accrual, as well as hybrid. Cash basis talks about only movement of cash, cash coming, cash going out of the business. Accrual talks about, nay, nay, it shouldn't be only on cash basis. Anything which becomes due should be noted. Then hybrid says that we can have a mix. We will record things which are either received in cash or either at the moment they have become due and later on will be paid. So hybrid is a broader perspective which records both. है ना? Done? Then after this, what next? Here comes the question, everyone. On the due basis, when do we note it down? In this case, whenever it becomes due, we should note it down at that point of time. Okay? We record things on due basis. What I'll do is I'll try to compile. There are 35 chapters altogether. So what I'll do is I'll compile different chapters into PDFs. So anybody who has just joined for the revision batch, you will be able to review the particular notes there. Along with that, I'll be discussing the MCQ portions in the class itself. Okay? Done, everyone? Okay. Now after this, I'll be starting with the topic of principles. It's an important topic. Always asked in the examination. The details of it, the theoretical portion, that will be given in the PDF itself. So after the completion of the class, you can review that part as well. Where is it? We don't. We don't value the car, value the phone every single day. Cost accounting says record the things at that particular price. Done? So in this case, what are we doing? Cost concept states that at what price you have bought the thing. For example, if I bought a car, obviously I didn't just pay for the car. Matlab, recently we were actually noting down. Normally a car, say it is for 10 lakhs now. Let's find out a specific car. Brezza can be in this particular range of 10 lakh. Okay, I decided to buy a Brezza. 6.5 to 7 lakh is the cost of or the price of that particular car. Then 28 with 28% GST on it. Then registration charges on it. Then I think there is 1% of something. The particular car is for more than 10 lakh rupees. You have to pay TCS on it. If since it is for more than 10 lakh rupees, 1% is TCS and acha, insurance is not included yet. Chalo. So the thing that would have costed me 6 to 6.5 costs me 10 lakh heavy rupees on my pocket. But why? How do I record it? I think most of the people don't even know that the value of the car would be so less. Why? Because when we find out by the end of the day, we'd be like, what was the cost of that particular car? We'd be like, I spent straight 10 lakhs to purchase it. So cost concept says till the time the thing becomes ready to use, whatever cost you incurred has to be included in it. Done, everyone? Got the concept of cost concept? Done? Arvind sir? Akshata ma'am? Ashwin sir? Lakshmi ma'am? Shraddha ma'am? Cost concept says till the time the thing is not ready to use. Include everything. If I bought a particular AC and it's not installed yet now, this is not the cost of that particular thing. Okay, Arvind sir, if you bought the car for 10 lakh, will you say the car was 6.5 lakhs? Or when you are talking to me, I asked you, sir, what was the cost of the car? You will be telling me, ma'am, 10 lakh. Without paying insurance, you cannot take it out of the particular showroom. Hai na? Yes, ma'am, I'll be sharing the MCQs today. After this, now I'll be sharing the MCQs because the MCQs that I've taken includes a lot of conceptual questions. Okay, the concept, cost concept done. Money measurement concept. Money measurement concept talks about everything has to be recorded in terms of money. Acha, I was giving you one more example regarding cost concept. I've got an AC installed. Till the time I don't install my AC, nothing can work out. First of all, that installation charges are a part of my AC now. Because without paying for that, I cannot use my AC. Where will the air go? For that, it has to be at a height now. That means it is a part of cost. Without paying insurance, my car cannot come out of the showroom. It's a part of cost. Without paying anything, if your asset is not working, that is part of the cost of that particular asset. Asset is the thing which is used in the business to earn things. Then comes money measurement concept. Money measurement concept says record everything when it comes to money. Don't record anything which is not in money. I cannot say I worked really hard on this batch, but yes, I can define the number of hours that I've given to this batch. And what if the organization pays me per hour? Then I can tell the worth of this batch based upon what organization is paying to me, based upon the expenses that I am incurring. Then I can find out the value. That is money measurement concept. Next is business entity concept. This particular concept talks about the business there. It talks about the fact that whatever your business is, business entity concept says that you need to record things in such a way that it must be recorded as per the era of the organization. That means don't record something which does not belong to business. Person and business are not the same. I'll discuss a particular term after the completion of this concept. That is called, the concept is called capital. The business entity concept says that if Niharika has invested, that's my name, that I have invested in a company, say N Limited. So whatever I am giving to them, it's capital. If I take money out of the company, as such you cannot take money out of the company, so I'm making it N and Sons. It's a partnership firm. So whenever I'm taking money out of the business, for what purpose? The business asked me that Niharika ma'am, you have given us 10 lakh rupees. Why are you taking money out of the business? I said, Arey, that's because one of my cousins is getting married. I needed some money. My son is getting married. My daughter is getting married. I am buying something for myself that is personal. Then it is something that money that belonged to the business is taken by the owner for their personal use. That is called drawings. Done? Hanji, done everyone? So, two terms, capital and drawings. Capital means the money that we are investing in the business. Drawings means the money that we take out of the business for our personal use. Business entity concepts defines this, that business and businessman are not the same. They are two different people. Don't mix them up. If he's getting anything, if I have a grocery shop and I take my household things from there even, then it will be noted as drawings because this belongs to the business. So money measurement, business entity. Next is realization. This concept says, everyone, there was a particular person who was passing through my showroom. I just said, Arey, one person passed, noted down, he is a customer. Next person passed, note down, he's a customer. My accountant came to me and said, ma'am, did they buy anything? Nahi, not yet. They said, till the time you are not realizing the funds, that if that means you are selling something and you are not getting the money, or there is no proof that you have sold it, kindly do not ask me to record it. Realization concept says when you see that you are receiving something, then only when you are realizing something in the books of account, only then record, which is called realization concept. Done? Next point is dual aspect concept. One says debit, one says credit. Dual aspect says that everything that you are putting into the business, how are you putting it? Let me tell you. I said that I am buying a car. That's my asset. Why is it called my asset? Because due to this asset, I can earn more. I am using it in my business so that I'm earning more. So, in that case, anything that helps your business to grow, you don't sell and make money out of it. It helps you to earn. Then it's an asset. How do you get an asset? First of all, you put capital into it. Then you have some liabilities to pay off as well. Acha everyone, I to buy the car worth rupees 10 lakh, I had 5 lakh, 6 lakhs rupees that I already had. So I didn't take a bank loan. For the remaining 4 lakh, I took a bank loan. So anything that is a burden on you, which you have to pay back, it's called liabilities. Done, everyone? Done? The money that you put into your business, it's called capital. The money that you owe to someone else, and it's a burden on your head. Array, I have to repay this money. That's called liabilities. And whatever you make out of it, that is called asset. Dual aspect concept talks about this equation. This equation is called balance sheet equation, accounting equation, basic accounting equation. These are the three names of it. Don't have to go through this. You will get this in the PDF itself. I'll put all the details with you. Then comes historic records concept. Actually, na cost concept is something that talks about that you will be recording things at whatever the cost you are incurring to record at the historical, whatever cost you are incurring till the time it is ready to use. Historical records concept says I do not revalue my things time and again. I don't look at my phone today and I'll say, Array, acha, for example, I have an iPhone. My iPhone is iPhone 13. Now it is iPhone 15. iPhone 15, as soon as it came, the phone which was available at 70,000, now it has come back to 40,000. So what will I say? I'll say that, Array, now my phone values 40,000. No, I will not value my phone again till the time I'm not selling it. That is called historical cost records. Historical record concept is the concept which says that in the books of accounts, always record things when we are actually noting it down as per history. Whatever amount you spent, that becomes the value till the time you are not ready to sell it. Whatever car you have, whatever house you live in, you don't revalue it na, till the day you are selling it. Sorry, that is called historical records concept. Don't try to revalue your things time and again. Wait. Then comes convention of consistency. Conventions are the things which I can say conventions are the particular trends which are going on in that particular business. For example, my business is of certain goods that I sell. Whatever goes in the market, it's a convention. है ना? Convention is that. Convention of consistency says you are using model A, you are using the term model A right now, then switch to model B. Then you can switch to model C. Then you can go to back to model A and try to compare your books of accounts. What will happen? I cannot compare you with anybody who's half of your age. Can I say when we were in college now, we used to study so effectively. But when it comes to in late 20s, late 30s, how can we study in the same manner? Consistency says that if you are shifting from A to B, it's good. But do not switch back or switch to anything very frequently. This will make your data uncomparable. Done? Then comes at the reporting stage, there are certain things that we need to think of. Going concern concept. Going concern concept says men may come and men may go. We assume that we will survive in the foreseeable future. Whatever I can see in the future, I will survive. This is something which you and I even do. I don't know how many of you do that. In the morning, uh, by the end of the week, I get my clothes ironed that this is what I'll be wearing in the next week. If there is some function that I have to go after a week, then it should be ready by this point of time. Arvind sir, I've shared it. Can you see this? Convention of consistency, going concern. It is visible to you, sir? Whatever I'm marking, I've just marked the going concern concept. Everybody else, Lakshmi ma'am, are you having a blank screen? Shiv Shankar sir? Arvind sir, if you are not able to see now, then kindly re-log in. Something has happened probably. There's some technical issue. Remove the app and then again try to open it up. Thank you, Akshita ma'am. Lakshmi ma'am. Chaliye. Going concern concept means the concept which says the business is there in the foreseeable future. I will never say ki acha today I don't know we have 10,000 rupees, tomorrow we'll end this business. No, we will not talk like that. Today by the end of the day, what I'll do is I'll put the money in the particular drawer and say tomorrow morning I'll deposit in the bank. We work like this on 31st of March and on 1st of April, the day when the business accounts end and the next year starts. Because we assume that in the upcoming year as well, we are going to survive. है ना? That is going concern concept. Arvind sir, in case the slide doesn't get visible to you now, then kindly re-log in twice or thrice. Sometimes this can happen due to internet issues. Then comes matching concept. Matching concept says that whatever expenses, acha everyone, you and I were talking, and you said that, ma'am, how much money did you make this year? I said, I made 10 lakh rupees, sir. And you said, that's really good, ma'am. I said, thank you. Then you said, how much money did you spend to earn this 10 lakh? I said, last year I spent 2 lakh. Then maybe a year before that I spent 3 lakh. But therefore I've also paid for the coming year as well of rupees 2 lakh. You will come back to me and say, ma'am, I am asking you by what time that is what is the particular amount that you spent to earn rupees 10 lakh that you say you have earned this year. Then I'll be again dumbfounded. Sir, what are you trying to ask? He said that, ma'am, this year you made 10 lakh. Obviously, you would have spent the money this year for it, na? I will purchase goods this year so that I can sell it this year. This is not a Rolls Royce which will take more than 6 to 8 months to prepare. Even then, you can note the purchase cost down. That means matching concept says what are the expenses that you are incurring to earn the incomes of this year, and based upon this, if your income is greater than expense, then you will make out profit for this year or you will make out loss for this year. Isn't it? That's it. Matching concept is not debit and credit. Matching concept is about the fact that note down whatever expenses, whatever income you are getting, and what are the expenses you are incurring. Done? That is called matching concept. Then they talk about accounting period. Think about it. There are 35 chapters. If I just say to you, ki, nee, do all the 35 chapters together in one go, most probably even I'll cry if you ask me to do the same. What if we divide it into, if we have to study it, let's divide it into 2-3 chapters today, 2-3 tomorrow, then it's fine na, ma'am. I'll say, nahi, this sounds better. This is accounting period concept, everyone. The business which started in 1980s, 1970s, and today is 2023 going on. You study the entire business at once, you will go mad. You'll say, nahi, one thing at a time. You take one specific year only. है ना? Then there is accounting period concept. You study for 12 hours. You study the particular business for 12 months. Starting from, what is the particular accounting period, everyone? Accounting period starts from 1st of April to 31st of March. So it would be the matching concept. Accounting period concept. Then we have convention of conservatism. Conservatism means anticipate the losses. You know the losses are coming up, note it down, but not profits. It's good that you are prepared and you are thinking to celebrate about the good things that can happen in life. But if there's something bad that can happen, keep money aside for it. There shouldn't be any point where you are not noting it down. Done? Conservatism says anticipate the losses but not profits. That reminds me of some. There are certain things, the grandma tales, the way things are told. They say that you should never celebrate your birthday before. So that means whatever the good times that my organization may have, note it down when it actually happens. But if you can see in the foreseeable future, things can get problems. Things can get problematic. Start saving money right away for it. Done, everyone? Hello, sir. Conservatism says anticipate the losses, but not profits. But not profits. Next is convention of conservatism. Anticipate the losses but not profits. Last is full disclosure. Convention of full disclosure says whatever is happening in the organization, tell everything to the shareholders. Write down everything that is happening in the business. That is called convention of materiality. That's called materiality, everyone. Done, everyone? Based upon this, I'm giving you a certain question. We are done with two basic areas. So here comes the MCQ for this. Among the following, which accounting concepts satisfy the valuation criteria? When we have to value something, on what basis do we record it? Going concern, realization, cost concept, going concern, cost and dual, cost dual, conservatism or realization, conservatism, going concern. Good evening, Jaya ma'am.